Do you ever wish it was easier to just know exactly what you need in order to pay yourself enough or to expand the business? Well, today I'm going to walk you through a very simple exercise that's going to tell you just that. What's going on, everybody? Craig here, and I'm a profit coach who loves helping service-based business owners finally find some peace of mind when it comes to their money. Now, peace of mind with money is hard to get, isn't it? And when we have all this money coming in and going out, and we got to set some aside for taxes, and we got to set some aside for our employees or for our rent and office space, we got to set some aside for ourselves to make sure that we're paid, clarity suddenly just kind of vanishes, doesn't it? There's so many moving pieces that it's hard to keep up and know exactly what is going on. And unfortunately, when business owners first start working with me, one of the most common things I see is that they're not paying themselves enough. Now, this is to no fault of their own. It's simply because they don't know what's going on with the finances. A lot of times it's based out of fear. They are afraid that they can't pay themselves, or if they do, they won't have enough to pay their employees, or they will miss an invoice from a vendor or whatever. Well, today I'm going to walk you through an exercise that I take all of my clients through, and it helps you figure out exactly what your business needs to do in order to support all areas of the business. So I'm going to start with your pay, your salary. And what we want to figure out is exactly how much do you want or need to be making per month. This may not be what you've been paying yourself to this point, but what is your target number to cover your lifestyle, to cover your personal expenses? Figure out what that number is on a monthly basis and write that down. Next, you need to know what your target percentage is for that category. So we're talking about your owner's pay here. What is the percentage that you need to be funneling to that account to make sure that you are paid? If you don't know your percentages yet, don't worry, I've got you covered. In the description below is a link to a completely free quiz that's going to show you exactly how much you should be putting into owner's pay, into profit, into operating expenses. Click that link, take that quiz. It'll take you 2 to 3 minutes, and you will know exactly what should be going into the owner's pay account. All right, so you have your target percentage. Now, no, this may not be your starting point. In fact, it rarely is. If you've discovered that your percentage is 30%, it may not be where you are today. It's just what we're aiming for. All right, the next step is to do a little bit of math, and we're going to take your target income number, and we're going to divide that by the percentage that you are aiming for to put into the owner's pay account. So for example, let's say that you are aiming for $10,000 per month as an income. And then let's say your percentage is 30%. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take 10,000, we're going to divide it by 0.3, and what we come up with is that your business needs to earn about $33,333 per month. If your business is generating that every single month, then you could safely put 30% in your owner's pay account and make sure that you are paid your target number. Now we can do that same thing in any other category. So let's just talk about operating expenses. Let's say you're looking at hiring a new employee and you're not sure if you can afford to pay them. What we can do is we can take what you plan on paying that new staff member and add it to your total operating expense number on a monthly basis. Then figure out your percentage for operating expenses. We're going to do the exact same thing. Take the number of expenses plus the new staff member, divide it by that percentage number, and it's going to tell you what your business needs to do in revenue in order to support that. If your business isn't doing that number quite yet, then you may not be there. If you are, then obviously you can go ahead and hire that staff member and know that you have the wiggle room and the breathing room in your budget to afford it. All right, guys, thank you for joining me on this week's video. Let me know if this was helpful for you. Too often people try and make business finances more complicated than it needs to be. If you would like some help and guidance in getting that revenue number up and putting more money into your pocket, that's what I do. In the description below is a link to my calendar. Schedule a free coaching call where I will help guide you through this process and help make money management simple. If this concept resonated with you, check out this next video. It's how to pay yourself more, and it's going to take this idea that we just talked about and it's going to put it into action with a free spreadsheet that you can plug in and figure out how can I take my owner's pay and make a business that's going to pay me that amount. So click that video right here. Guys, thanks for joining me, and I will see you next week.